Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing our weekly predictions video, giving our thoughts on what we think is going to happen in next week's episode of Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. This is for episode 14 now. It is called MM54. And spoiler warning, if you guys did not see episode 13 for Fear the Walking Dead this week, a great episode, especially the last 10 minutes. So if you're if you haven't seen it, you can watch my review. It's in the channel right now. I'll have it in the end screen videos for you guys after this one, so you can watch it and find out what happens in episode 13. At least the last 10 minutes of it are really fantastic. We're starting to see the group start to kind of come back together again now and kind of reach out and be able to talk to each other. So at least knowing that the others are out there and that they're basically going to be trying to kind of meet up at the different mile markers. So this episode is called MM54 for episode 14, our third last episode for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. And MM54, mile marker 54, I don't know. You know, that's the title of the episode. It's a pretty short title. And then we've got some coming up here. I like some of the titles we did. I Lose People is one episode, and I Lose Myself is another one. So that's really cool. But I'm thinking MM54, mile marker 54. So we'll see. I don't know. So we leave things off at the end of episode 13 with the Clear Lady coming at Morgan and the group and just blasting down the truck. But it looks like from the promos here that most of our Fear group is okay. It looks like most of them were able to survive that, and maybe you could have one or two that have been injured here, maybe a shot or two, but it looks like they're mostly there. Only ones I don't see, I don't know if I see Alicia in the previews, so we'll have to see, or I mean Althea, not Alicia. She's in the previews, but Althea I don't see there. So who knows? We'll see if maybe someone is killed as a result of all that gunfire at the end of 13. I would tend to think that the Clear Lady would have got at least one of them to the point where, you know, shot a couple times or shot in a position where they wouldn't be able to survive it. So at least one character death, I would think, from all that gunfire pulling up beside the truck and just letting loose. But most of them we can see in the promos that are there, and it looks like most of them survive it. So we'll see what happens. And the description for this week is: difficult decisions lead the group into uncertainty. Alicia delivers a promise to Charlie. So what can we say from that? Maybe Alicia promising Charlie that they'll find the group, they'll find the others. I don't know. But then again, Charlie, it's like, you know, is there anybody there really that she was that close to anyway earlier on? Not really, because she was basically a vulture, and vultures are all dead now. So I don't know, you know, but maybe she promises that they'll find a place and be safe, or, you know, find the others or something. I don't know. We'll see. But the first part, difficult decisions lead the group into uncertainty. So what do? You've got the crazy lady on their tail. Do they try to kill the crazy lady? Do they? They're kind of being hunted in a way, you know, similar to like season 5 of The Walking Dead, right? Hunter be hunted. So they're being hunted, right? They're prey right now. And Morgan is kind of in a state where he's not in the clear mode, so he's not going to go out there and just kill this lady, but that might be what they'll have to do because she's coming after them. So, you know, she's just shot down the entire back of the truck and attempted to commit mass murder here. So in a zombie apocalypse, I don't think you can really give her a second chance. Like, they'll have to take her out, whatever they're going to have to do. So whether or not they kind of figure that out right away, or if they're just going to try to avoid her or something and find the others anyway, you know, we'll see. I think the best strategy would be to realize that she's after you and take her out first as soon as you see her, and really try to find her and take her down. So we'll see what happens here. There is a scene in the promo, and I'll put the links to the promo and the sneak peek in the description below, so you guys can check them out for yourselves, where you've got Wendel down, he's ready to fire, and then you've got the Clear Lady, and she's got a gun as well too. So I tend to think she probably won't hesitate, so I hope that Wendel won't hesitate either. Otherwise, she will kill him, right? So I could definitely see that happening this episode. So maybe he's the one that is killed off in this episode. We'll see. You guys can certainly leave your comments below on who you think that she's going to kill this week, coming up in episode 14, and just what's gonna happen. So we have a lady who says, "You really helped me there," and then the Clear Lady says, "No, I don't help, and neither do you." Then you have Charlie, who, after maybe we should turn back with Alicia, Alicia, and Alicia saying, we got to keep moving. Then we have Wendel, who's ready to fire at maybe the Clear Lady, or who knows. I mean, it could be somebody else. We'll see. But I would tend to think she's, you know, the only antagonist around right now. And she's like shooting, and you've got the SWAT vehicle there. Then you've got the Fear group in a hospital, it looks like, which is pretty cool. You've got Sarah, and she looks to be kind of caught. There's a hallway with a whole bunch of zombies coming through. And we get to see a cityscape. You've got one here with Morgan and June on the rooftop, and there's a cityscape in the background, which is really nice to see, because we don't usually get to see that very often. So maybe that's why we had some slower episodes here in this half. Maybe they were kind of prepping to do something kind of bigger near the finale here for Fear. But we'll see. You know, I mean, I don't want to count it too early. You know, hopefully we get to see something big before the season ends in these last 3 episodes. June says to him, so what's next? Morgan is like, you're asking me? So it seems like really still that Morgan is not really comfortable with taking on this whole leadership role over the group right now. But I think he kind of needs to, you know, I mean, because it's not only that he's leader of this smaller group in Fear, because it's not the entire group right now. He's actually kind of the overall leading character for Fear as a whole. So he's basically your Rick for Fear right now. So he kind of needs to take over lead of the group, and we need to see kind of a different Morgan taking over leadership here of this this series and the group. So I expect to see that pretty soon. But right now he's still kind of in a state where he's not really sure to make decisions and to do that. And, you know, because, of course, when you do that, you put yourself in, there's a possibility you could make the wrong choice, and then people die, right? And then you lose people, and then you lose yourself, right? So, which is what she wants him to do, which is interesting. Then we have the sneak peek where Jim leaves, so he wants to keep moving away from the ones that want to eat us, or away from the walkers. And Morgan says, you think you'll get up ahead of them, but you won't. And then Sarah to Jim, you owe me, or right. So she says to him, you owe Momo. She calls Morgan Momo for saving you already. And then Jim says basically that, well, screw him. She wants him, not us, right? Because he's scared and he's kind of a wimp based on what we've seen so far from him. He likes to brew beer and he's obsessed with talking about beer, but he's not real good at anything else, it seems like so far. So mile mark 54, MM54. Hopefully we'll see Alicia, Charlie meet with the rest of the group. But I think it probably, for predictions, I don't think we'll see it this episode. You know, Strand and John, I don't think we'll see yet either. I think it'll be, we've got 3 left. Probably episode 15, we'll probably see, Alicia and Charlie meet with the others. And then in 16, maybe we'll see Strand and John meet up with them as well, too, as the season kind of comes to a close. And they have to kill this crazy Clear Lady. I don't think you're going to be able to help her, and I don't think they should really try. So, and I don't think they will, even if Morgan wants to. The others will probably, because she'll probably end up killing a couple of them before the season is over. But I'm looking mostly at, like, the new characters, like Sarah, Wendel, Jim, to be honest, that they're all killed off by the time the season is over. I mean, maybe you keep one of them, but which one would you keep? I don't know. Jim sounds kind of gimmicky because he's always talking about beer all the time, which tells me that the character might be a bit shallow, so there might not be that much to him. So maybe you kill him off pretty soon in a couple episodes. Maybe Wendel this week, and then who knows, maybe Sarah in the finale, or maybe she can survive and she can be a long-term survivor. She is kind of funny, at least, like when she pulls the knife on Morgan and then he like hits it out of her hand, and then okay, all right, I guess we'll listen to you then, fine. So it's kind of fun. So that'll be basically it for my video for today, guys, for the predictions, that is. And of course, send me your questions for a Q&A. I'd like to do one tomorrow for Fear, leading up to episode 14, as we get to the last 3 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. Let me know what you guys think. Leave those comments below. And if you like this video, please don't forget to thumb it up below. Check out the review if you haven't seen it yet. Definitely want to check it out because episode 13 was a good episode. Kind of a turning around episode for Fear based on what we've seen so far this half. I felt like probably the best episode of the half so far is episode 13. And that's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another Q&A video for Fear. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.